Good morning, gamers. Gamers in Twitchland. How's it going? Let's see. Where am I here? Let's go over here. Go to here. 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 Check this out. Okay, that's up. See if I can check this now to change this over to headphones. Testing microphone 1, 2. Nope. Do I have my headphones turned up? Testing microphone 1, 2. Testing microphone 1, 2. Yep. That's better. Okay. All right, let's see. Where are we? As the name of the stream says, it is day 10 of Railroader coming up. We're gonna be playing more of the major update, and of course that means more automation. This morning I am going to check out some is there any deal before we get started? Is there any deal? No, not that one. Yeah, okay. Is there any deal? I'm going to click on that. Click on my wait list and go down through. And I have a nice muffin. This is a Costco, like creamy blueberry or something. It's like one of their regular blueberry muffins, but it's got like some kind of streusel topping on top of it. It's really good. And of course, we have the cup of coffee. So a little bit of ASMR. Bonus ASMR. I should look at this and I should switch over. I'm going to switch over the filters. So let's see. We're going to go up to 90 Metacritic. Can we change this? OpenCritic. Steam, okay. Review count, at least 100. I do trust Steam reviews. I mean, I do read negative reviews also, but I do trust Steam reviews. Generally speaking, they're pretty accurate. You have to use your brain. It's like I heard a preacher say one time, even a cow is smart enough to chew up the cud and spit out the sticks. So you have to use your brain when reading reviews. Like I said, I always read at least one, sometimes multiple negative reviews. But then that will, if a game is ranked at like, you know, 90% and there's a few negative reviews and they're saying it's because they don't like the UI, then I'm going to be like, okay, but it's 90%. Okay, I'm not going to not play a game just because a few people don't like the UI. When the game is rated at 90% by like, 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 reviewers. It's too bad that PlateUp is not a cross-platform game, because it would be. We have it on Xbox Game Pass, and even if we didn't, I would buy it for my computer and I would buy it for the Xbox, so that our family could play together. Not really seeing anything in not seeing anything in Is There Any Deal right now. Move this over here. Gives me a little bit more mouse to work with. Oh, so it shows you all of them that are in that range. Well, that's cool. So I have it set for Steam score 90% to 100. At least 100 reviews. And it just shows me those, how many, like 30 or 40 that are rated that way. That's cool. Instead of the hundreds of games that I have in here. Let's see. Excuse me. Hold on a second. Woo! That was a good one. A good sneeze. So let's go over to Steam. See what Steam has going on. Where'd this go? All right. Grand Theft Auto 5. No, thank you. Monster Hunter Wilds. I read that the game is like really well, not relatively easy. And they anticipate that over the course of the next 4 or 5 years, as they release updates and DLC and stuff like that, it will get progressively harder and harder, which is apparently what Sony does with these games, I guess. Going through the list here. Command and Conquer, Tiberium, Hunter Wild, Train Sim World, Topple, Warframe, Out of War. Civilization 7, Kingdom Builders 2. All right. Country Pack, Hearts of Iron 4, Graveyard of Empires. So this is mostly negative. And it's probably because it's a $15 DLC that adds Iran, India, Iraq, and Afghanistan country focuses to the game. A wide collection of new art for listed countries, portraits of country leaders in the region, unique 3D models for infantry, new 3D models for vehicles in each country, and elephants. So here's the thing. I mean, somebody has got to develop the focus trees. They got to get paid. Somebody has to design the new art. They have to be paid. Portraits for country leaders in the region, they got to be paid. Unique 3D models, new 3D models for vehicles in each country. These people that are doing this stuff have to be paid. Now, there's probably some legitimate concerns in here. The pinnacle of all the issues with Paradox development. An overpriced, poorly thought out DLC. Lacking any real flavor or interesting events and overpowered or broken game mechanics. This DLC tops the others, though with the apparent oversight to add some of the most simple things, such as portraits. Don't waste your time buying or playing this DLC. So this one is a negative review that says it's fantastic and all, but there are some major problems with this DLC. You could list some of the positives, maybe. Okay, this person says at the beginning of the review, it's fantastic and all, but there are some major problems. And at the end of it, he says bad DLC overall. You can't say it's fantastic and then it's bad in the same review. I'm sorry, you can't. Afghanistan has nothing of worth going on. None of these nations have any industry or way of getting at one. Yes, there's an industry tree for all three, but it gives near nothing. So here's the thing: when I say stuff like this, when I say none of the nations this DLC concerns has any way of improving their resources except oil, you can trade for it. None of these nations has any way of doing few, if any, early expansions. Iran being the worst offender here, since trying to take Iraq means taking the Allies on, since they're guaranteed for the UK's oil rights. Afghanistan has nothing of worth going on. None of these nations has any industry or way of getting one. And then, like a few months from now on YouTube, you'll see somebody playing as Iraq, Iran, or Afghanistan and doing like a world domination or something. I don't know. I have a hard time hearing somebody say it's fantastic and then they say it's bad. It's one or the other. I mean, from what he says here, all of his points 1 through 4 are all negative. And then he says it's fantastic at the beginning. Well, let's move on. Because if I start playing, I own a few of the DLC. So if I start playing Hearts of Iron again, I will be doing that, the DLC pass, where you get access to all the DLC for like $5 a month instead of buying all of them. Everhood 2. Nights in Tight Spaces. Here's a demo. Let's go to Knots in Tight Spaces. No, Nights. I wonder if I'll ever get to play these demos. Got a big list of them. And greetings, anybody who has come into chat while I'm ranting about this. Let's see. This is Grand Theft Auto 5. No, I know about that already. I'm going to skip that one. What's this one? Steam Visual Novel Fest Henpree. No, going to ignore that one. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Yeah, not into that. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster Gate. No, I'm going to ignore that one. Shadow Veil, Legend of the Five Rings. I thought there was 3, 7, 9, 19, 20 rings. So this is not an early access. This is a game. It's got a demo. So Shadow Veil. Like I say, I don't know if I'll ever have time to play all these. I'm a part-time streamer. And so I just don't have time for all this. Carmen Sandiego. Now, that's something my daughter might like. The Scarlet Super Thief Carmen Sandiego is back. Thief, huh? Seekers of Skyvale. Starcrafter. Merchants of Rosewall. All right, so what I got to do is put that over there, put this over here. So I did write a Hey, all is glory. How's it going, man? Welcome into the stream. I was gonna say I did write a review on. I put it up on Steam. It says highly recommended, addictive, logistics-oriented railway simulator. Again, you are simulating logistics, not train driving, on an extensive railway line. In the career story mode, a massive flood has completely washed out large areas of a local river. You'll need to transport cars full of construction materials to areas affected by the flood. While you're doing that, you'll need to maintain passenger service to the areas that demand it in order to keep your reputation up. Higher reputation gives discounts and other benefits, like discounts on the building materials mentioned above. Initially, hauling logs from the logging camp to the sawmill will pay much better than running passengers, so get a second loco as soon as you can. All in all, great fun, and as I said, quite addicting. I really get the just one more day vibe, just one more thing. It's all there. It's a fun game. All right, let's click on play. Let's go over to, where did I have that? Well, I know I had it up here. I don't know why it's not there. Let's do this. Oh, let's do this. Yeah, I did this. I popped out. I popped out the stream health. I put it over here. I don't want to mess this up because I've already got it all set up. Task manager. I've already got it set up with my chat. I've already got it set up with my preview. Now, see, I already had it set up with I already had it set up with my, it's not in here, with my core temps program up. Okay. We're going to start it up. Here it is. Also, I need to go back into Chrome because here we go. I need to go back into Chrome because I want to go to YouTube and I want to watch Well, let's see. Where is, I was watching that. Let me do this first. Okay, so we're going to go to YouTube. This one is 30938. Creator dashboard. I don't think I needed to do that last thing that I did. Content video producer. And delete this one. $309.38. Okay, so it looks like I'm all up to date on YouTube YouTube uploads. Be nice if I could get it over here. I don't know how to get that. I want to put on I want to put on I don't know. I have it on this screen over here. I have it on this screen where it lets me put timestamps. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I want to put timestamps on the chat messages so I know who came in and when they came in and all that stuff. But I can't figure it out really easily. Because why would Twitch want me to figure something out easily when I could spend 20 minutes inside Twitch and then they can add that to their total of viewers and say, see, we got extra 20 minutes out of this guy watching us. No, I wasn't watching. I was trying to figure out your software. Let's do something. I went into YouTube for a reason. Oh yeah, I'm looking for that guy's I'm looking for that guy's video. I'm looking for that guy's video. The guy who did the video on maybe I watched it in my other YouTube channel. don't know why it wouldn't be in here though, but let me find it. Railroader. How to set up passenger automation. Now this guy was a developer. Here we go. Okay, so let me see. I have that. I have this. I have this. I have this. This. This, and this. Okay. So what we're doing down here is we're setting this up for passenger. We are I hope I don't think I'd go all the way back. Okay, timetable. Okay, remember this part. F2 brings up your timetable. We're going to edit the timetable. Okay. So this is the timetable editor. This is your timetable. This is what comes up when you do F2. You do have to enable it in your preferences screen. And features. Where is it again? Input, no. Character, no. No. Console, no. Bring this over here. That's better. Where did I enable that? In one of these, they said you have to click on let me go back to the video. So we are at 12:21. Okay, so this video is called, just so everybody knows, you can find it on YouTube. It is called Railroader Timetable Feature Overview hyphen or dash experimental branch. And this is published by Railroader, which I thought I had subscribed to it and liked it, but it didn't take it, whatever the case. And this is explained by Adam, who is one of the developers of the game. Adam is actually the lead developer of the game. And then this is from 2 months ago. It was still in the experimental branch. Now it's in the main branch. Okay, so he doesn't say. He doesn't say where it is. But there is a button, a box that you need to check to enable timetables, and it's inside the game. But I don't remember where it is. And so I can't tell you that. Let me Google it real quick, and I'll try to get an answer for everybody, so you kind of know. If you're following this, you can kind of figure out. It's probably a really simple question. A railroader, how to activate timetables. Okay, so that's not in there. This is from last year. Okay, let's just assume that everybody knows how to do this. Is it in here? I don't think so. But then again, I'm not sure. Is it in the passenger trains themselves? Okay, so let's just go back to the video and see what he's explaining. I know we hit F2. And we're going to click on Edit Timetable. This is the name of the train. And these trains are westbound. Okay. So this is westbound. So Whittier goes west to Ella, goes west to Bryson. So you can see here, this is East Whittier Exchange because it is east of Whittier. This is considered east. East. This is west. So this train goes from Whittier to Ella to Bryson. Ah, okay. So he's explaining that, again, this isn't at the front part of the video. It's about 5 minutes in. He kind of explains some of the interface, how that works, how we did that with, this is actually the tide table. This is the timetable editor, but he's explaining the window, what these things are. This is westbound, so it goes from Whittier to Ella to Bryson. If there was eastbound stations, say this was eastbound, it was going from Bryson to Ella to Whittier. I'd be over here in a different column saying eastbound, but we don't have any eastbound trains right now. So the way you activate it is you go in the company window, you go under settings. You go under, let me have him explain it to me again. We go to features and we come down here to timetable. And normally it's inactivated. It's not active unless you activate it. So right here, you can activate it by checking that box. So that's how you do it. You go to company window, which is the I button. You go to features and you check time. You go to settings, and then under settings, you go to features, and then you click on timetable. I just found this incredibly difficult to do based on what's in the guide. So everything that he's explaining now from minute 5 to like minute 13, 8 minutes of audio and video, the guide tries to explain right here, from here down to here. And then these are the steps that I found almost incomprehensible when I was trying to do this. So let's do an example of that. All right. So you can see here when I open this, well, I can actually, I don't know if I want to mess with it though. When I open this, nothing popped up in here. Or I think these 3 stations popped up, with no times next to them. So these 3 stations popped up. So then I clicked on Edit Timetable. You can see here it says configuring trains, auto engineers for timetable use. Auto engineers on passenger trains can be configured to wait for timetable departure times. To do this, we need to associate the auto engineer engine with the timetable train. Train crews make this possible. The engine is assigned to a train crew, and the train crew is assigned a timetable train symbol. Timetable. What you'll need is a timetable with 1 or more passenger trains added and a train crew to use with the train. Then, open the car inspector, switch to the operations tab. Using the train crew drop-down, select the appropriate train crew. With the train crew selected, a train symbol drop-down will be shown. Select the appropriate train. Automatically check station boxes from the timetable. No, you don't. First, automatically means that that's not something I do. That's something the game does. The game doesn't do that. You have to manually go in. You see all these check boxes here. 1, 2, 3. Those are the stations that I want my train to stop at, my passenger train to stop at. That was not done automatically. I had to do that. You select the coach, which in this case is this one here. BGLR2 is the name of the locomotive. So I think this is all stuff from maybe a long time ago, because he hasn't gotten to any of this yet, but he hasn't gotten to anything about copy from timetable, then copy to coupled, all of that. He's going through it, and it's totally different, at least so far, from this right here. He hasn't even mentioned, so far, he hasn't even mentioned doing a train crew. So I don't know. But I'm just following what he's doing at this point. All right. So he says for each station, there is an arrival time, a departure time, and a meets, which is apparently just something that's more for identification purposes. It's like you're telling the train, you're reminding yourself that this train is going to arrive at Whittier to meet like an eastbound train that's going to Silva, something like that. Oh, he also explained that in your list here, you're going to have like Governor's Island. There's no S next to it, but there's an X next to Ella, Bryson, and Whittier. The S stands for there's a passenger station there. There's no passenger station at Governor Island or Gov Island. He said the arrival time is really not necessary to put in. What is important is the departure time. So he said, normally the station that you start at, you want an absolute departure time, which is the at symbol. You want an absolute departure time. So in this case, it's going to be 6:30, since the first thing I'm going to do is drive the train up to Whittier. And it'll be there at 6:30. And then at 6:30, passengers will start boarding, and they will wait. They will board. And then the train will leave for Ella at about 6:30, 6:36. Now this is not an absolute time. This is a approximate time. So passengers know I need to be there about 6:30, between 6:30 and 6:36, because the train is the approximate time the train is going to depart is about 6:36. And he said that the trains usually take 5 to 6 minutes to arrive at their destination. Oh no, he didn't say that. It's different depending on the length of the trip. He did say that the average wait time, or the minimum wait time that a train will wait at a station to load passengers, to unload and load passengers, is 1 minute. That's the minimum. So I'm assuming if there's 60 passengers or 120 passengers that are arriving at Ella, that the train is going to let all 120 passengers debark and then let the passengers going to Bryson get on. It's going to account for all of that. So right here you can see Whittier to Ella estimated drive time is 5 to 6 minutes. So then that +1, I guess, is the estimated time, the fastest estimate and the timetable time. I'm just following what he says. So 5 to 6 minutes. So we put it on the lower end plus the 1 minute for debarking and embarking. And then again, 7 plus 1 minute for embarking, debarking. So we put 8 down here. And then it automatically will add 8 to 6:36. 8 minutes plus 6:36 plus 8 minutes is 6:44. And then it's departing. Now, he hasn't gotten into this yet, but these trains only go one way. So I don't know how I'm supposed to get the train back to Whittier. We're going to find out. I'm going back to the video. Yeah, he said the arrival time is optional. Departure time is the important part. So it changes from 6:30 to 7 to allow for passengers to wake up time, at least for the game, is 6 a.m. So people give people time to wake up and then get to the station by 7. So we have to so see, to get these times over here, we have to click apply timetable, and it will go ahead and update that. See, he does talk about okay, that's great out there. So what I want to do is I want to go over to Bryson. So nothing else has been opened up here. He is talking about turning a train around. Now, see, what I might have to do is I might have to turn the train around because it says that trains, he hasn't mentioned this yet, but um, it does say in the manual, uh, timetable trains have a single direction, east or west. Branches also have a directional orientation to the rest of the railroad. Alarka is railroad west of Alarka Junction. Timetable editors disable stations, which would imply a direction change based on the stations already selected. You may need to create an additional train on the schedule to accommodate directional changes. Now, that's what he's talking about here. So he has a train that's going to be going from Whittier to Ella to Bryson to Hemingway to Alarka Junction. And then apparently there's a Y turn in Alarka Junction where it can turn around and then go back Hemingway, Bryson, Ella, Whittier. But we don't have that yet. So we may have to go back. Once we do this, we may have to go back to the waypoint thing to do that. Let's see what he says. Got about 9 minutes to go left in the video. So he said, oh, see, I didn't know that. That was really awesome. We could come up here to these, right click on it? No, you can only right click on, you can right click on this one. Oh, you can't right click on the door. That's why. There you go. You can handbrake it, you can bleed it, you can select it, you can inspect it. Okay, that's good to know. So now he's talking about assigning a train to a timetable. Need to associate the engine with the timetable. So now, see, he starts with setting up the timetable. And now he's got the train that he wants to run that timetable. And now he's saying the way that you associate the locomotive and the train with the timetable is through the train crew. So we have this train here. We have this crew here. This is the train symbol for it. So let's see if I did this correctly. I'm just going to delete this because I'm going to start over. Let's see. We're going to do create a train crew. We're going to call it westbound packs. Westbound passenger service, Whittier to Ella to Bryson. So they're running here. Now see, I could probably change the name of the engine. Just call it number 2. That's kind of what he's done is okay, it's going to be westbound, so I'm going to call it number 1. I've already got one called number 1. I wonder if he's got his. Right, it won't let me. So the reason I want this to be number 1 is because when you're setting up schedules, odd numbers are westbound, even numbers are eastbound by default. So how about if I do this and call this number 3? And then I can change this one to number 2. Now, I don't know why it won't let me change the road number in this. There's no way to change this text. 1. Okay. Nope. Oh, that's the tender. That's why. Don't. Okay, I want this one to be 2. And then this one's going to be 1. Okay. So now when we do the train crew, I might have to delete this again. Edit. Let's at least do this. Copy it. Cancel. Delete. Create. We're going to do this. Copy this down here. Maybe westbound packs. Now, whatever. I think it takes a while for this to roll over. I'm going to go back and see. Reporting mark 1. It's got to be letters. Okay. BGLR. Okay. Number 1. I'm going to go to here. This still thinks it's called BGLR2. BGLR1. Let's go back here, try this again, cruise, create, westbound packs. It wants to select the other one. Okay. So I've selected in here, it lets me select BGLR1. If I try to select it up here, it tries to select this one. I don't know. I'm probably doing it wrong. Just like I'm trying to mouse over this thing and I'm doing it wrong. All right, let's go back in the video. Schedule. It's confusing. Again, like I said, it's probably me. Now, see, I just changed this to the BGLR. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if I quit and then go back in. See, I've renamed this to BGLR1. I'm going to take this off of here right now because it seems like I might have to save it again. I don't know. I want to associate this with not this train, not the 2, with the 1. But it's still associated with the I don't get it. Now, timetable train. Is that what the name of the timetable is? Oh, because I didn't change the name of the timetable, right? Edit timetable. Ah, okay. How about if I just put 1? Okay. All right. So now I can apply the timetable. It's going to come up over here. Train number 1 is going to be passenger. And why not? Because the passengers are number 1. So let's go back in here then. Let's go to the train crew. Let's call it number 1. Okay, this train crew is associated with this one. And then we're going to go to inspect the train. We're going to do the train crew on the westbound backs, train 1 west. Okay. Okay, so let's go back and listen to that one more time. So now he's saying we can go in and we can look at the inspector on one of the coaches. Look under passenger. And now because it has a train crew, we can copy from timetable because it's already been assigned a crew. And then we're going to, right here, where we would normally have to input that again, we can just come over here. And we can click on passenger. It's already been assigned, so we can just click on copy passenger stops to coupled coaches. So this coach is coupled and it's been copied over. So now I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. I might, like I said, I don't have a timetable trains only travel in one direction. So this is going to go from Whittier to Ella to Bryson, but it's not going to come back. So I want it to come back. So I might have to, I'm not sure how I'm going to switch it. Hopefully he'll explain something, how I can get it back to go Bryson, Ella, Whittier, Whittier, Ella, Bryson, Bryson, Ella, Whittier. Well, he's saying here that so he has a note here. Passengers will make up to one transfer. So it sounds like passengers from Whittier will go to Ella, and then they may transfer to Bryson. and then I guess they won't transfer from Bryson to another station up the line, I guess. He hasn't explained that, but there is a note up here, so I don't know if he's going to explain it, and maybe he's not going to explain it, and that's why they put the note up here. Oh, we didn't explain that they will only make up to one transfer. But what he says is, you if you want the train to make the return trip, then you've got to have a second train. Now, he was showing, let me go back. So we're at 1808. So he was showing back here, he had two trains coming into Bryson. One's eastbound and one's westbound. So I don't get it though. So say we have a train that's going from Whittier to Ella. Well, let me listen to his explanation here. Was it 1808? Okay, another YouTube video that I do not want to watch. But I'm just wondering, okay, so I have a train that's going from Whittier to Bryson to Ella. Whittier to Ella to Bryson. And then I have a train that's going from, that I want to go from Bryson to Ella to Whittier. Okay? Because I want passengers that are in Bryson to be able to go back to go to Ella to go to Whittier, because I already have the passengers that are in Whittier and Ella going to Bryson. But if the trains don't go in reverse, they only go in one direction, how do you get the train that's at Bryson back to Whittier? It just stops and sits there and then that's it? I don't get that at all. Well, let's keep listening. Okay, I didn't notice that yet. He said they had added a new building for Ella Farm Supply. Let's see. There's like a kind of a barn kind of building out back. Oh, there it is. I didn't notice that yesterday. I did not notice that. Yeah, they put in a new building here, kind of a warehouse type of thing for Ella Farm Supply. Okay, but my question still is, these trains run one direction. How do you get them back the other direction? How do you get them to take passengers back? I guess you can just click again on the, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to take a break. Let's see. Okay. Let's go back to let's go back to Whittier over here. When I come back, yeah, I'll be back in a minute. It's gonna take a quick break. Go upstairs. Do I have any coffee left? Barely. I might just warm that up real quick and have some of that. Grab some water. And come back to the game. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, everybody, I'm back. Welcome back to the stream. I'm probably going to be bopping out of here. Bopping out of the game a little bit here just to find out if I can. How do you get trains to go back? Because this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, you got a timetable. That's great. But the timetable only goes in one, the trains only travel in one direction. Got it. Understood. But I don't want a train to go from Whittier to Ella to Bryson and just sit there, you know. I don't want a train to go from Whittier to Ella to Bryson, just sit at Bryson all day. I want it to go from Whittier to Ella to Bryson to Ella to Whittier to Ella to Bryson to Ella to I want it to do that all day while I'm doing other stuff like in the yard. So, railroader, how to it doesn't make any sense. Yes, this person says they want to set up a passenger service between two cities or two towns, but I want it set to basically constantly run throughout the day. You want to go from town A to town B, and then from town B to town A, and then from town A. You don't want it just to go from town A to town B and just sit at town B all day. Timetables only allow for movement in one direction, so you need to set up one train going west and a second train going east. Yeah, it says you need to set up one train going west, a second train going east, a third train going west, so on and so forth. Every time that train reaches the end of its run, you would have to reassign that train to the next schedule. Okay, it's not as automated as you might expect. Oh, so there's another video here about centralized track. I have a couple of Milano cookies, double milk chocolate, and my coffee, which I forgot to heat up. Now, there was something in here. Signals. Let me see. Signals Whittier to Bryson. Let's see if that actually does anything or if it's more or less. Signals Guide. The signals in railroad are first unlocked on the Whittier to Bryson route are of the semaphore type and are part of the earliest fixed mechanical signal type used. One of the benefits of signals, besides making it clearer for you as an engineer whether or not a correct route is set, is also that the AI engineers send you a notification whenever they pass a signal, allowing you an easy overview of where your trains are at. The green signal means pretty much that. The line is clear and the switch has been set in your direction. The red stop signal is also pretty self-explanatory. Stop, the line isn't clear or the switch is set against your train. Stop signals can be overrun by the train controller and the AI engineer can be allowed to pass at reduced speed, 15 miles an hour. Yellow signal means proceed with caution or just caution, and this is where it gets tricky. When you encounter a yellow signal, it's safe to pass, but be prepared to stop. A yellow signal means that the next signal after it is red. Some signals will have several wings lights. The stop signal indicates the main branch, the green disc on the switch. The signal below indicates the siding, the red disc on the switch. Signs and markers. See, it just, but still, I mean, okay, I understand having timetables. Okay, now here we get into mods. If you don't want to deal with passengers at all, there's a mod that disables the need to service the stations and keep your reputation up. Oh, the setup and forget will never work because the cars and engines need service and maintenance. I think for now, I was kind of excited about this. Now, there is a streamer, All His Glory, who suggests using a mod. That there are some mods. I haven't installed the Nexus. I haven't done anything with Nexus yet. So, okay, we're like, what, 2 hours into the stream almost? I'm just going to run it the way that I've been running it, which means, and then off stream, I'll try to figure it out. Oh, that's something I need to point out. My daughter's off school tomorrow and Friday. Normally she has school, so normally I stream from like 9:30 to 1 or 2. I may not be on at all tomorrow or Friday or Saturday or Sunday because she's out of school and we're going to do some fun dad and daughter stuff. Um, let's see. We're going to go to here. We're going to go to here. I'm going to set this for this amount. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like do Nexus mods and stuff like that off stream. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to have the timetable going. So I guess you can set up another timetable, right? And you could say something like this. I guess you'd have to set up timetables for all day. You'd have to set up a new timetable. So timetables show up here. I mean, you'd have to have, okay, this is timetable 1. When it gets to Bryson, you tell it at Bryson to stop and wait for, however many minutes. And then it goes back. You'd have to set up a new timetable for the train to go west back to Ella and Whittier from Bryson. But you'd have to switch it to that timetable. Now see, it doesn't let me add a new timetable. It doesn't let me add a new timetable. I hit F2. It just says edit timetable. It doesn't let me create a new timetable. I don't understand that either. And you'd also have to create a new crew. So the crew would have to, yeah, see, I'm just gonna, let's go up here. We're not gonna run the timetable thing. I mean, I thought it was actually a thing. I thought it was actually like, well, this is cool. The first thing we're gonna set is like, we're gonna set a fuse right here. Okay, and I'm gonna have it run up here in the morning. It means I gotta set all these switches, make sure the switches are set right. That's straight, that's straight. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a means of automation, you know? That's set right. This is straight, straight, straight. I guess the first thing we'll do is we'll bring it out in the morning to service the train, to fill it up with coal and water, and then run it up to and then we'll set it on its way to Bryson. Do I have a do I still have my flare at Bryson? I do. Okay. It seems like that's better automation, you know? It seems like that's better automation because I can tell it to go, I can tell the train to go from Whittier to Ella to Bryson. It'll stop at that fuse there, offload all the passengers, and then it will go back to Ella and to Whittier. And it'll keep, all I need to do is jump in every, few minutes, every 10 minutes or so, and send it back to the east. But with this, it just goes to Bryson and just stops there, does nothing. And you'd have to set up a new timetable with a new crew to get it to go back. And then you'd have to set up another timetable with another crew to get it to go back the other way. It just seems like a lot of work to do that. I mean, and it looks like it might be that you can only have, we might have to change the name of the train. We might have to change the symbol on the train to like 2. Yeah, see, it doesn't make any sense. Unless, okay, I can see how it would make sense maybe for the first run of the day. For the first run of the day, because your first run's going to go to Silva all the way through here, all the way to Andrews. It's going to stop at all these stations. And then on the way back, so it would make that run one time on a timetable, but then on the way back, you'd have to do it manually by having, you'd have to have your flares here, and you'd have to have a flare over at Silva, and then just put it in reverse. That's all I can think. Anyway. Yeah, because it doesn't make sense to just, where are we at, Ella? We're up here still at Bryson. It doesn't make any sense to just have it go one direction. I guess it's realistic, maybe? You know, maybe it's realistic that way. But to me, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's just go to, I think we're all done for the day. We're going to sleep. Okay, we're going to select you. Come on up here. Get your steam up. Get some water and coal. Oh, what did I do? I zigged when I should have zagged. Should have taken the throttle off. Well, I guess what I'm going to have to do is All His Glory, another streamer who is a friend of the channel. He says, I'm going to have to go back a little bit. He says that there are mods that will help you do that. Oh no, I don't have the thing open. It's not open. It's going all over the coal. Now the coal's wet. And oh, it's working. Huh, okay. But I want to do this. Yeah, he said there's some mods out there, I guess, that will really help you automate the whole thing. So I'm gonna have to go to Nexus Mods and do that. I might already have a Nexus Mods account set up. I think I can do road. What do we have? The usual suspects down here. Bryson. Okay, Bryson is actually asking for stuff now. So let's stop the train. Oop. Stop the train. Bryson team BR1. Okay. Go to Bryson. Let's go over to Bryson. Let's go to locations. Bryson. Bryson Depot. Where's Bryson team? Okay, so I need to bring it up here. I could do that on the passenger. I think it'd probably just be easier. What I'd have to do is I'd have to get it in front of the train. I'd have to get it in front here and push it up in here, and then I could back out here and push this up in there. This line comes in from this side and there's no switch over. This line comes in from this side, there's no switch over. Well, yeah, I'd have to come up here. I'd have to stop back in. And then I'd have to come back up here. Push it in here. And then, well, actually I could come all the way up past Bryson. I could come up here and then back here, go up in here, then back out, and then up here. But I'd have to get it in front of my loco to do that. So let's go back to the map. Let's go over to Whittier Exchange. So that is for Bryson. Ella House, Ella Farm Supply. Might as well. I just might as well do all those with my freight train. I mean, I could get up ahead of the freight train while it's at Whittier. These are all going to need to be in front of my freight train. So I need to pull them out here. I need to get behind, push them out here. Push them up to like right here. Then park these, go back. Yeah, but all of these will have to be in front of the freight train. Bryson would go in first. Actually, I could push Brighton out. Whittier, those are all sawmill ones. What am I doing on coal? 16 tons. All these are full. That one probably is going to be full. It's going to take another 5 or 6 hours to empty all this out. If I pull these off, I can do all these now. And then work on these later. I just wonder if I want to... game froze a little bit there. Don't drop frames. That's good. I mean, I could take these now. I could take these now with the passenger train. I am going to Bryson. And I am going to... I mean, I might as well, right? I mean, it's not like I have to start this passenger service at a specific time. Let's go F2. I've got a timetable, but I deleted the crew. Okay, empty timetable. Empty timetable. Okay. So I'm going to have to use both trains. I have to back you up. You're going to have to come back here. Go back in there. Take you out. You're going to come up here and get some fuel. Okay, we're going to stop you right about there. You are going to come out and get some fuel. What do we need first? Water? Oh, man. Oh, man. They're going to need to go back a little bit more. A little bit forward. Is it full? No, it's not full. Not full. Of course not full. Okay. Why isn't it giving? Let me get water. Okay. How about coal? Because I know you take 12 tons of coal. So let's see if it's gonna let us get any coal out of there. Okay, so let's get coal. But it's not letting us get any water. I don't know why. Okay, 12 tons of coal. Gonna go forward a little bit and try to get some water. Okay, go. Man. Okay. Rotate. It doesn't want to take on water. Okay. Suit yourself. All right, we're going to go up here and go straight into these cars. Okay, so we're going to go forward. Get these three. All right, temperamental. That's all. Computer programs are temperamental. Stop, 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 stop. I want you to go back in there. So now come back out again. Maybe now you'll pick up some water. I got to switch the switch. Okay, now we're going to go forward. Put some throttle up. If I hadn't looked, this thing would have gone right through here, right into that. That would have been bad. I mean, I was all excited. I'm going to have to do this mod. that All Is Glory is talking about, because I was so excited to have stuff automated. And then it doesn't automate. Okay, let's get this off of, oh, I can right click here, right? Right click, release handbrake. Right click, release handbrake. Nice. So I don't have to look for it because I'm like, where's the handbrake on this one? Oh, is it over here? Where is it? Hard to find sometimes. Oh, there it is. Right there. Okay. Don't got to do that no more. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click there. We're going to click there. And we're going to back this out. We're going to back it out beyond that switch. The first run of the day is going to be a mixed run of passengers probably stop for water at one of the other, see if one of the other spots will let me get water. The first run of the day for the passenger train is going to be mixed passenger and freight. Okay, we're going to just drive it forward a little bit. Just down into here. Get it out of the way. So my other train can get through. All right, so is there a handbrake on here? There is. You wouldn't know it. I couldn't find it. I was looking for one earlier. I couldn't find one. Okay, so now these are in front. So now we're going to select you, which I can do over here also. You're going to come out of here, and you're going to connect up with these. So the first thing we're going to do with these is we're going to run them up here. We're going to run these on a make sure this is all set up. Else the train will tell me that there's a problem with the switching. That's straight. Straight, 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 straight. So what we want to do is we want to stop about here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, we're going to take this off. We're actually going to go manual. We're going to go road. We're going to do start at 15. And then we're going to see what this does. So I'm at 15 through the yard. I think once I pass like here, I can go up to 25 or 30. So now while this is doing its thing here, I can be doing the yard work over here with this loco. Because I need to move these into the sawmill area. I need to take these out of the sawmill area. And then I need to run these out to get more logs. So we're at 21,000. Let's see. Payment for Whittier for delivering 31.8 logs, 1748. I've updated the timetable. I've actually deleted the timetable. Oh, my reputation back to 110. Nice. What do I want to do next as far as the milestones go? Bryson Bridge line to Fontana. Extend the main line 10 miles to Fontana Lake Shore. As Robinson Gap Coal Mine, Hemington, and Alarka Junction passenger stops. No dropped frames. That's nice. So what I could do is drop these trains off at Ella, do this stuff, these two. Let's switch this to manual. Clicking on it's not working. I'll put another fuse here for when I come back. All right. So now I've got a left click here. Go to passenger. Okay, these are all set. Now these were all set before because of the these were all set before because of the timetable. So 0 passengers waiting. So what I want to do is now I want to run this up to Ella, but I want to do it manually. So let's go. Actually, I can probably do it. I'm going to do is I'm going to run it up here. I'm going to drop off the go forward at 30. Make sure that this other fuse is gone. Make sure that one's gone. Left click on it. What I want to do is I want to go to Ella. I need to pull that one out. I need to pull that one out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop with the first passenger car. I think I'm going to stop right here. And then I'm going to push the other trains up here and just leave them while I get, I'll pull this one off, put it up here. I'll pull this one off, put it up here. And then I will put the new ones in and then come back out, get the passenger trains and the train for Bryson and take off with those. Then I can pick those other ones up on the way back that are going back to the interchange. I think that's how I'm going to do that. But what am I going to do with this? I'm clicking on this. I don't know why the mouse is kind of wonky today. So let's go. So we're going to go up here first. That one is going to be ready. I guarantee it by the end of the day. That one's going to be ready to go, but I'm not going to get it because I'm not going to. So I need to do is I need to come out. I need to come behind these guys. So we are going to go reverse. Oh, got the handbrake on. Okay, we're going to be coming up here. Have to get behind them, so we need to turn here. Need to turn here. Need to go all the way back there. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to set a flare up all the way back here. And I'm going to tell this one to drive all the way up to that flare at 15 miles an hour. When it gets to that flare, it's going to stop. Okay, you didn't stop at Whittier like I wanted you to. Why didn't you stop at Whittier? Okay. You're going right up to Ella. Oh, did you stop at Whittier? Yeah, you did. You did. I was just up there, right? Yeah, okay. My bad. Sorry, auto engineer. It was my mistake. Which is against you? It is against you, right? No, it's not. It's going straight. Oh, the other one's against. I'm going to take this over manually. Come on through. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to disconnect these. I'm going to put handbrake on that. So we're going to push this one forward. Push this one up here. But think what no, I need to keep going forward. I need to get beyond. What switch do I need to get beyond? This one right here. Okay, so I need to go stop there. I need to bring this back. Hopefully it'll let me. Hopefully it'll let me bring it all the way back here. It probably is not going to. Let's try it. I need to get these two back behind that switch. I bang into that. Oh, it did. Nice. So now what I need to do is I need to take the farm supply up here, grab this one, push it up in here, push it up in here. All right, so let's go forward. Oop, nope, go forward. 2. Go forward past here. Need to bring this back this way. To back here. You guys are going to be waiting for a little bit. Okay? Okay, we're going to go up there and grab that one. Come up here, grab this. Needs to go back to Whittier. I kind of hear an echo. Why is there an echo? Let me figure out. Stop. We're going to pause this one or delete this one, and we're going to do a new one for 1 hour. Kind of hear an echo in the game. I wonder why. Sound. Maybe turn the main down to like 100. Okay, let's try that. Take off the handbrake on this one. No handbrake on that one. Okay, we're gonna pull. Actually, we're gonna put a handbrake on this one. Yeah, you hear that? Doot 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 doot. I wonder why. Because I don't hear myself in the stream. I don't have the volume up in the stream. So I don't know why I'm hearing an echo. Oh, let's see. So we got to go back. Again, we got to go all the way back behind this one. Then I'm going to push it up into this middle one right here. That's where we're going to keep those until we come back. Because these have to go back to the interchange. Okay, this one's going to come out onto here. This is right. Let me go back forward again. Actually, I shouldn't let that block. Handbrake. Yeah, I can hear the double thing there. I don't know. Okay, coming off of there, coming back here, coming back here. Gonna reverse it again. We need to get back to behind this. I'm going to drop this one off up here. I'm going to come back up and get this one and put it here. And then I'm going to put the other house track one where the house track one goes. Go back up there. Reverse. Oh, this one I click this. Click, click. I don't know why. All right, let's go back here. Click, click again. Don't know. I don't know if you're hearing it in the stream or not. Um, why is it doing? I know why, I think. This was capturing a game called Infinite Rails, which I played a demo of a couple of days ago. So I went into the game capture window, I clicked on properties, and it said it's capturing the window for Infinite Rails. No, this is Railroader. So let's see if that fixes it. If it fixes that double, that echo or whatever. Okay, this is where this belongs. Let's put the handbrake on this one too, just to be sure. Okay, now we're gonna go back again. Got to come back behind here and reverse. Nope, still echoing. Don't know why. So now we're going to come up and grab that one and put that one behind this one. It's going to go there. Coming out here, we're going to go straight. And behind that one, we're going to go straight. Now we need to go in reverse. This one needs to go back to Whittier Exchange like this one does. So we're going to connect these two up here. We need to bring this one back again. But only behind this one here. We don't have to go all the way back. Because we're still going straight here. This one needs to be changed because we're going off to the left. We're going this way. And then we're coming up this way. All right, so we're going forward again. I hope people haven't gotten off the train thinking, when's this guy gonna go? They're still patiently waiting. I want to take the handbrake off because I want to push these up this way. But I overdid it. I overcooked it. Oop. I want to push these out of the way of the road. And I can pick these up on the way back. Don't know why it's doing that. I don't remember making any changes that would have. So now I need to come back this way. I need to come back this way. Reverse again. See, this is logistics. This is logistics. How do I get these cars in where they got to go and take these cars out from where they got to go and then put the cars back in there where they need to go? That's logistics. Okay, we're going to go forward. Get in behind this one. Okay, so we need to disconnect this one, put this one in a handbrake. Take that off of there, take the handbrake off of this one. Glad hands that one. And then pull this one back to roughly there. This one needs to go to right there where I took that last one out of. It needs to come back behind this. It's doing that. Weep, weep. Okay, this one. Actually, I'm probably going to need to move these again too, so I can get up here because I have to get past this switch. I have to get past this switch. Then I need to come back to this switch here. I don't need to go all the way back. I need to go forward. Straight into here. Into the house track, which is right there. If I highlight that, it shows you the Ella house track is right there. So I need to come back here. And then as soon as this is delivered to where it needs to go, this label here is going to turn transparent. Oh, I didn't do the thing. There we go. The handbrake on. Do. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm going to have to find out. Tomorrow, maybe. All right, so now we're going to go back again. So now these have been the ones that are set to go to the ones that are set to go to the interchange have been taken out. The ones that are set to go into their respective tracks have been put in. I just need to go back to here. So what I need to do now is I need to pick up the passenger train again. And I need to pick up that other train, that other car that's on the line. We're going up this way, past this switch. Go straight again. This is logistics. So you can see, like I said in my review on Steam, this game is not about driving trains. It's not about getting into a locomotive and driving it. Okay, then we're coming back here to reconnect here. And then once I get these reconnected here and this one up here, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. Echo, echo. All right, so we got, let's leave the train brake on. We're going to take off the handbrake here. We're going to switch this signal. Go straight. We're going to go up here and connect it to this other car up here, which also has a handbrake on. We're going to take that handbrake off, and then we are going to go to a brake. Okay. We're going to leave this train brake on, so we're going to take the handbrake off. Let's see. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. I'm getting all this stuff done. It's not even 7 a.m. Early riser. Okay. I'm going to take a quick break. I've been going now for what? We're going for almost 3 hours and I haven't had a break. I've had one break. So I'm going to take a break. It's going on 1 o'clock. And actually, I'm not going to take a break because I have to leave at 1 o'clock to pick up my daughter. So we'll just keep going for the next 10 minutes. Keep going for the next 10 minutes. And then I got to go pick up my daughter. Oh, I was really excited today. It's the little things. So I got this new chair mat, which I actually need to get this one replaced too. It's not quite what I want. So I got this new chair mat when I started streaming about 10 months ago, 9 months, 8 months. See, about 9 months ago. Anyways, I got this new chair mat. I took the old one out and I left it on trash pickup day for large item pickup. And they didn't take it. And I think I left it out again, like maybe a couple weeks later. Well, the next large item pickup, I left it out again. And they didn't take it. I'm like, so I saw last night that today was large item pickup day, including the other trash and stuff. So I thought, I'm just going to bring it out there. They took it. They took it. They took it. That's a double thumbs up. They took it. So I'm pretty excited about that. You can tell. I'm pretty excited about. I'm very excitable when stuff like that happens. I'm very glad. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to come over here. These are where they need to be. All this is where it needs to be now. I want to come over to Bryson, which I don't think I'm going to run all the way over there like that. I'm going to go Bryson Depot. And this needs to go to track. This needs to go to Team BR1, wherever that is. Oh, it's back here. That's where this needs to go. So I can get it in there a couple of different ways. So I think the shortest way to get it in there is to come up here. Okay, it's going to come into here. That's where my fuse is set. So it's going to split off here. It's going to come straight in to the passenger. Going to come straight up to the passenger. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to back up and drop it off here, and then we'll go back. So what we're going to do is we're just going to run this then. Road 30 miles an hour. And it should run up here to the fusee. In the meantime, I'm going to put another fuse down here. I don't think I need one though. So let's keep an eye on that one. Okay, this is against us. We need to fix that. And then that's straight. And then what I want to do is I want to bring this back to here. And I want to push this into here. Right? Yeah, that's empty. Okay, I was looking at it, I'm like, that's full of stuff. No, it's empty. So what I want to do is I want to put a fuse down here. Because when I get to where I want to go, we're going to put that up there, and then we're going to put another fuse up here. We need to come back here, push that first car up into here, and then pull back, push those other cars up into here, and take these cars back to the interchange. What's it stopping for? Switch against? I thought I had you fixed. I thought I fixed the switch. Oh. I didn't see that switch there. I was looking for a switch. I'm like, where's the switch that switches these tracks? It's up here. Now this one is going along fine. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is deliver the passengers. Then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to drop this off. My mouse is just kind of acting weird. Okay, so you're done there. We're going to set you back to manual. Yeah, I'm clicking on stuff. It just doesn't seem like things are clicking. No, I don't want that. That's the mistake I make over here. I want it to come off here, and then I want it to go up into there. All right. So we're going to do a road again. We go reverse at 15. I want it to come up to here. No dropped frames. No viewers. I've had, let's see. Let me go into over here into my content, my video producer. Like yesterday's stream, I had 23 views. The day before that, 23. This is all for Railroader. 34 before that. And then I did some demos, and I've only had 9 viewers for those. The day before that, Railroader, I had 40 views. So I have a lot of VOD watchers. I don't have a ton of people coming into my channel live, but I have a lot of VOD watchers. All right, so I'm going to take him over. Take over manual. Put up a little more throttle. Maybe by the time I next stream, I'll see it's not. It says it's not connected. Did I disconnect it? I disconnected it, didn't I? Maybe by next stream, I'll figure out what the echo is. All right. So actually, that's interesting. I don't remember taking it off, but there was no handbrakes on any of these cars here. Usually the AI, when they drop the cars off, they'll put on a handbrake. So we're going to put these up here. I'm going to set this here. Okay, we're going to put a fuse over here. We're going to put this on road 15, reverse. This is a long trip. This is a long trip into Bryson from Ella. It's only 5 miles according to the game, but it takes a long time, especially at 30 miles an hour. What time is it? 12:58. Yeah, I got to get going. Might be able to get this into Bryson just to unload the passengers. And then I'm going to sign off. Finish my cold coffee. Iced coffee. Delicious. It will do that at crossings. I don't need to switch out. Okay. I did not go back far enough. What we're going to do is come down here for this. Take that off. Go. Manual. Go reverse. And back up some more. I'm going to back up to here. Then we're going to go forward all the way down to here. I'm going to put it down here. Control F. It removes that one. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. But I know we want to go AE road and we're going to go 15 miles an hour because that's the speed that you use when you're doing work in the train yard. Okay, so it's going to stop here. It's going to unload the passengers. It's going to unload the passengers for Bryson. Then it's going to load 21 passengers for Ella and 52 for Whittier. But I'm going to stop here because I got to go and pick up my daughter. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm just going to quit. Save the game. I'll leave my headphones on because I'll do my regular outro. Thanks for watching, everybody. All His Glory was in here earlier. And of course, all His glory is in reference to the Lord Jesus Christ. And that's what all His glory's name is. Check out his channel. He does Railroader. And he uses a lot of mods. What did he say? He said he had 61 mods. And a couple of the mods are ones that I want to get for this passenger service. Because he said it helps to really automate the passenger service even better than the train table thing does. The timetables. So that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. I may be on later, may not. May be on tonight, may not. Probably won't be on tomorrow. Probably won't be back on until maybe Monday during the day sometime because my daughter's in school. My wife is off. And so I may or may not be on. We might be doing something else. But yeah, I might be on tonight because we don't have school tomorrow. I might be on tomorrow night because we don't have school on Friday. Might be on Friday night because we don't have school on Saturday. But we'll see. Anyways, that's what being a parent is, just kind of, and my wife works and I'm a stay-at-home dad. My daughter's in school, but I just don't know, except for the set days. But like again, in a couple of weeks, my daughter has spring break. And so that I may not be on that whole week during the day. I might be on in the evening, but maybe not during the day. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all the VOD watchers. Thanks for coming to the channel, All His Glory. And wherever you are in the wide world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or night, put yourself in a position to be blessed and be blessed. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.